One, two. Is this on? Welcome to another answer to the age old question of do you know what really burns my ass? The differences between the foods we grew up with and the foods we have now. A struggle meal is an inexpensive, low effort meal created out of financial necessity, lack of time, or lack of energy, or a combination of the three. Some of these meals are common and packaged as such, meals like craft dinners or Hungry Man, but most often they are creations of either the diner or the parent. A comfort food is a meal that not only nourishes physically, but also provides emotional warmth and nostalgia to the diner. Many struggle meals for children become comfort foods for them in adulthood. One prime example is Kraft Dinner, or Kraft Macaroni and Cheese, as it's known in some areas. What was a cheap and easy meal that a parent, especially a single parent, could prepare for their child in the 70s and 80s, I can't speak for earlier, is a widely popular side or entire meal for generations of people all over the world now. There are a lot of craft dinner and ramen noodle modifications online that a person can find where people have shared their own struggle meals on forums and other places. There are also whole recipe books centered on comfort foods from different areas and time periods. Food is one of the things that connects us as people. People in California, people in Louisiana, South Africa, India, Cambodia, all have different foods, and they all do the same thing with those foods. They might prepare them differently, different spices, different styles. Ultimately, the end result is the same. The food gets eaten. And that kind of seems a shame. I talk about this with my wife and friends all the time. They think it's weird. Not that eating the food is weird. My stance, I say, why? I'm just going to eat it. Because there are some foods a person spends hours on. I mean, literal hours preparing. And other foods can be ready in 3 minutes. But no matter how long it takes, or how complex it is, or how much you spend, a few minutes later, and the food is gone. Maybe that is why there was an internet trend of publicizing pictures of food for a while there, granting the food some permanency. Just seems a shame to go through all that effort for something that is, by its definition, temporary. On the other hand, sometimes the journey is more important than the destination. There's satisfaction in putting forth effort to produce an experience, transient or not, for yourself or others. I remember when I worked at Cardinal Health, we would often have staff potluck lunches. I even went out and bought a big crock pot, even though I lived alone. I don't remember how big it is. It holds a full 5 pound bag of meatballs. But I would make things like grilled salmon over cheese polenta, Welsh rabbit, chicken fried rice, things like that. Not doing it to show off. I was doing it because I could. I remember right after being transferred from the Pixis group to the hospital pharmacy group, the first potluck with the new team. The woman organizing the spreadsheet said, someone is already bringing plates and napkins, but if you could bring chips, that would be good. So I bought some potatoes and some flour tortillas, fried some, baked some, added oil and salt, took in 3 1-gallon bags of different chips because they asked for chips. I even used to own a hot dog rolling grill. I bought it for a potluck in that same department. I didn't need it, but it made me feel good to have it. Made me feel good to cook for others. Made me feel good to share. Haven't really cooked for years now. There's a lot of things I used to do, used to enjoy. I don't do anymore. Another tragedy of getting old, perhaps. What are some of your comfort moods or struggle meals? Share in the comments below. Let us know some of the foods you grew up with and where and when that was. Some foods get lost to time, and honestly, that is a shame.